Hey there, it's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I noticed that there seems to be a delay, and I've tried 3 times now. I can't get it to work right. And I know this is that Mercury retrograde. So we're going to turn it down and look at the cards. But here we're going to talk about the week and what's going on with the moon for February 17th through Sunday, February 23rd. This includes that new moon in Pisces that's happening as we wrap up the week. But the big news is we're moving out of Aquarius season into Pisces. So let's take a look at what we have going on. So we walk into the week, and the moon is in this fire sign of Sagittarius, and it's all about the gratitude. It is about the gratitude and what can you feel grateful for, and expressing that, and being willing to disconnect from the outer world to really do the inner work with optimism and excitement for what you are trying to build and what you are trying to create. On Tuesday, as I said, that's when the sun enters Pisces, and we have the moon also moving into Capricorn, which is a really nice, it likes being there. But this is about negotiating with yourself and with others for what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel protected, working your way through things that you are resisting. It is the big, deep change that's going on, because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, this is the 3 days when it's going to be really intense energy going on out there. We've got the moon in Capricorn. It's going to conjunct with Saturn, and then Pluto, and then well, not in that order actually. I think first it conjuncts with Mars, and then the South Node, and then Pluto, and then Saturn. And so it's just boom, 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 one thing after the other going on. And so there is going to be a need to try to self-protect. There's going to be a need to have to really work hard to push through any resistance to get to what it is that you want to do, to create those safe boundaries for yourself. And then you have to be willing to release, to surrender to the divine, what it is that you need to let go of in order to allow yourself to move forward. When we get to Thursday, some big ideas might start coming in, and so make sure you're paying attention to them. Make sure you're writing them down. We've got Jupiter is going to be in this beautiful alignment with Neptune, and it is going to be this sense of interesting ideas that can expand and expand and expand. Because okay, so Jupiter can expand, but it kind of has limits. But Neptune can expand and has no limits. And so when those two are sitting there having that nice conversation on Thursday, these ideas, these information, these opportunities that are coming to you that are going to bring around the big change, they're important. They're important to pay attention to. So what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? What kind of concessions do you need to make in order to bring about the peace in your life? And to release and surrender to the control to spirit, and allow space for these ideas to grow, to start working their way through you. We have Mercury in retrograde. That went into retrograde on Saturday the 16th. And so we walk into on Sunday the 16th. So we walked into this week with Mercury in retrograde, already slowing things down, already needing to kind of look over things and review and kind of think our way through things. And now it's this energy of, what am I grateful for? What do I really need? What can I release to get to where it is that I really, really want to go? And by the time you get to the weekend, you are going to find that communications are going to be a lot about things that you thought were already settled. They need to be rehashed a little bit more, go a little bit deeper, but then the transformation will come like a bolt of lightning. There will be an illumination from this. This is possible to happen because we've got Mars in this beautiful aspect with it's in a trine with Uranus, which is like that bolt of lightning, which is in a sextile, which is a very nice comfortable angle with the sun. And so it almost feels like a lightning strike of an idea, or a conclusion, or for some it'll be a tower moment, because that's what you needed to do to let go of, to release, so that you can get to the new beginning that comes with the new moon in Pisces on Sunday. One thing I want to let you know is that it's a tough week. It is a tough week. We've got the moon hitting all those hard aspects, and we've got Pisces. Mercury in Pisces is not a happy camper, and so there's a lot of there is a lot of crap going on down there. So it's going to be tough. I do want to caution you also, there will be an opportunity to possibly do a little overspending, and I want to give you the heads up on that. So if you're working on that financial diet, that Sunday may be a little bit challenging for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to timestamp for the different signs of what's going on. I'm checking out the overall energy, and since we are, happy birthday Pisces, moving into Pisces, we're going to do the water signs first, and then we will do fire, earth, and then air. So that's how we're going to roll with this. All right, so let's see what the overall energy is for Pisces. We'll start with Pisces, well, for water signs, and then we'll do individual cards for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. What is the overall energy for the week of February 17th? Wow, that's a little stuck. February 17th through the 23rd. Let's see what we've got here. Overall energy. That was fast. Okay. So, I wanted another card because the first card that came out is the Seven of Cups. This is about opportunities. This is about choices. This is about choosing and deciding what it is you want. Oh, and then the King of Pentacles, which is all about the choices and the decisions you're going to make in order to manifest what it is that you want out of life. What seeds are you getting ready to plant in order to manifest what you want and to create? And honestly, this is what this whole year is about. And this is a good time for me to recommend to you that you check out my Facebook page, The Tribe Empowers. It's The Tribe Empowers, because I was actually talking today about the cycles of manifestation that are going on due to the Saturn cycle throughout the year. And so you might find that interesting and informative, especially since this is what you have here. All right, so Pisces. Let's look in Pisces. What kind of guidance do we have for Pisces? So, because we're starting this week with this need to feel grateful, I actually decided to use these cards, angel prayers, to see what it is you should be focusing your gratitude on. And you have a lot. Holy moly, Pisces. You have spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So, working on your spirituality, taking the time to breathe, that's meditation, that's also taking some downtime. You are going to be getting messages from signs from heaven. Of course you are. And express your creativity. And this is a card of creativity, the way they depicted it here, because it's what colors are you going to choose to draw, to co-create with spirit what it is that you want to create for yourself. And so, pay attention to your dreams, Pisces. This is your superpower, is your ability to tap into your higher self. You are being supported. Looks like information and guidance is coming to you while you're awake and meditating and thinking, while you're out breathing in the fresh air, while you're being creative, and while you're sleeping. And so a lot of opportunities to get a lot of guidance and a lot of information from spirit on that. All right, let's get you a little more guidance for the week. Let's see what we get here for Pisces. So I think this is a week of narrowing down some choices and figuring out where you're going to plant your seeds of intention so that you know what it is that you're trying to grow. And I think you have a lot of choices. You have a lot of opportunities. I also think that maybe planting intention, sowing multiple seeds to have a multiple harvest is something that I've never seen before with this card, but corn. Okay, so it's a lot of seeds, but he's growing corn, so it could be also that it's going to take a lot of work to create a lot of abundance. Wow, these cards are not working here. What's going on here? There we go. Oh. Okay, so you have signs and visions. All right, so I don't know what to tell you, Pisces, except that you will be receiving signs and visions, and then you have love. And I just feel like this love card is saying, be sure to love yourself. Be sure to love yourself. This is the my new deck, Sacred Destiny. I get new decks a lot, though. But I wanted to see what it says because it's a wild rose. if that means anything to you. Love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You already are more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand at the center of it all. All is well, no matter what is happening around you. You know that you are loved and you are lovable. And if you don't know that, then your mantra should be, I am loved, I am lovable, I am worthy. I am loved, I am lovable, I am worthy. Okay, the Creator is love in the depths of your soul, and you are love. In the matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed in terms of self-love. Your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. So self-empowerment through self-care, self-love. And so look for the signs that you're getting from your dreams, from conversations, from time that you spend out in nature, from meditation. You're getting signs and visions. Creative expression is a good way to, so journaling is one way to be creative, but also singing and dancing and painting and drawing and maybe making a vision board or something creative that you're doing. All these things will help bring information and guidance to you. But whatever that love situation is, it looks like it's being healed. So I want to pull a couple cards for that new moon that is happening in your sign. And you have, take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe. The same message. The same message. I breathe with these, knowing you are here. Breathe out. So whenever you get stressed, in through the nose, out through the mouth, audibly help clear your throat chakra. And confidence is the key to your success. Confidence. Breathe through it. That looks really good. Way to go. Nice reading, Pisces. Way to rock it out. Okay, so you got a lot going on that's coming to you. Take time to breathe. If you got a lot going on too, you might just be feeling a little stressed. So make sure you're making time for meditation. Make sure that you're making time for spirit to bring you information and guidance. But if there is a love concern that you have been wondering about, it looks like things are definitely on the mend, being healed by the divine. Sometimes you're like, well, I don't see anything happening. Just understand that a lot of things are going on that you don't necessarily see, that things are being put into place, and you just need to learn to trust that. Listen to your guidance. Okay, so let's move on to Cancer. What is going on with Cancer? Cancer. All right, what do you need to focus on in gratitude for these choices that you have, in what it is that you're going to be manifesting, what you should be grateful for this week? I really want to encourage you to write down what it is with this new moon that you want to create. This first 3 months of the year are very much about getting very clear in your head about what it is that you want. So you are protected. Archangel Michael, thank you for surrounding me with your protective light and clear your vibes. Archangel Metatron, thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. Okay, wow. The energy in here right now is so intense. To have these two guys show up together is really impressive. Be willing to cut the cords of negative energy around you. Allow yourself to feel protected. This goal, this dream, this plan that you're trying to bring in, you have a lot of support for it. Your energy field needs to be cleared to do that. And so I want to encourage you to consider on this new moon taking that saltwater bath and releasing with you take the saltwater bath, but while you're in the bath, you are consciously asking Metatron, St. Michael, to clear the negative energy, to allow you to believe in your dreams, to go for what it is that you want to do, to protect you, to guide you, to give you the signs, but to clear the path for you. It feels like clearing the path. You know what I just saw was, how when in the movies when they're cutting through the Amazon and there's the guy in front that's got the big old machete and he's hacking away through the undergrowth to clear a path? That's what I just saw. I feel like they're clearing the path for you. And so they're, you know, allow them to clear the energy and to help you to get there. Wow, look at this. You have thriving and leadership. Thriving and leadership. King of Pentacles. You are protected as you are making your way toward this goal that you have. So get very, very clear on what it is you want. Ask for the guidance of Metatron. Ask for the protection of St. Michael. All right. Oh, the energy in this room is so huge right now. Okay, if you draw this card, you are a survivor. Not only do you know how to survive, but you use situations that others might find challenging to thrive. You expand when others shrink. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances. Remember, you're being protected through this process. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. Others may find shelter in your energy, and right now that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into the primordial, powerful, wild part of yourself. You know, that part where you create something, right? Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. Step into your superpower. And then apparently leadership is part of your superpower, right? So because the leadership card came up, and let's just see what that has to say. Leadership. Just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark of the night, you are a beacon for others. It is time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, a steward, a guardian, and a healer. A true leader. Own these gifts. Come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you've been hiding in the background, it is time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. And so I feel as though that Metatron and Michael are with the machetes cutting the way through the underbrush for you. And then you are right behind them and you're carrying the lantern. And behind you, people are following. They're following behind you. You are the leader. You are the light that shines out for others. So believe in your dreams. You are not just a survivor. You're a thriver. And you can manifest. With focus and determination and leadership, you can create what you want. Get very, very clear on what it is that you want, because you have luck on your side with this new moon that's happening in Pisces. You have luck on your side. Cancer, this is your call to action. This is your call to action. That's what I just heard. So, if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for things to get better, start moving forward. You are being guided and protected. You are being led, but you are going to lead others. Believe in your dreams, believe in yourself, and go for what it is that you truly, truly want. Okay? All right, Scorpio. What is going on with Scorpio this week? Big week. We've got so many things happening. We've got the sun's shifting signs. We've got Mercury just went into retrograde. And we have that new moon coming at the end of the week. And the moon all week long making those tough aspects one after another to the south node. So when the moon makes that tough aspect to the south node, that's about what do you need to release and let go of in order to step forward on your path. When it hits Mars, it's about what action steps are you going to take. When it is into Pluto, it's what the action steps are going to lead to some kind of a transformation. And then you come into Moon comes into contact with Saturn. And when it's in Jupiter and Saturn, yes, boy, everybody, right? I need another card. Thank you. Okay. All right. And so it's about expanding into new territory, creating healthy boundaries for yourself. So I don't know why I felt the need to go through all that with you when I haven't with anyone else. So I'm going to guess that for you, Scorpio, that's really important that you use this energy. Use this energy to your advantage. Okay, so what do we have going on here? So, things to be grateful for. Express your creativity. That showed up again. So, we've got this very creative Seven of Cups, and you're being asked to express your creativity, thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. So, oh, okay, this is not what I got the other. Okay, this is about you creating your life, co-creating with spirit, your inner creator, right? So what are the seeds of intention that you are going to plant in order to manifest what it is that you want in your life? And you have your inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. This is listening to your intuition. Ooh, and you have Archangel Metatron also. So, thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. So that inner voice in your head, the one that's guiding you and leading you what to do, it could very well be Archangel Metatron working with you, trying to help you to get to the next stage. You guys had such a great year last year of working through some deep stuff, and now it's time to start co-creating what it is that you want, making the choices and the decisions you want for the seeds that you want to plant to manifest what you want, because you have shed the old. I was confused because we had static conditions. And so are you stuck in a pattern where you need to be shedding the old so that you can harvest and sow? Harvest and sow. The King of Pentacles is about planting the seeds with the intention of being able to sow, to reap an abundance. So you have release and security. And I feel like, are you standing there afraid to take a risk, afraid to take that leap of faith because you're afraid that you don't want to leave the security behind? But what I see here, when I see Metatron showing up in particular, and the harvest and the sow and the harvest and the sow here, co-creating with spirit, you're being asked to decide what it is that you want to do. What do you want to do? What do you want your life to look like 10 years from now? Because it really matters right now what you do to be where you are, where you're going to be in 10 years. And so you are, security says you are safe and protected. You are safe and protected no matter what is occurring in your life. You're in safe hands. Those in the realm of spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go. Remember, this week, Thursday and Friday and Saturday are really about the what are you willing to release, what surrender to the divine and the divine timing, and surrender a little bit of the control and releasing what doesn't work, shedding the old in order to allow the new beginning to come in with that new moon. So, once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelt on in the car, making sure your insurance is paid on time, or replacing the filter on your heating unit, then let's go. If you have been hypervigilant lately, take a break, relax, know that all is well, and you can turn it all over to the Creator. Surrender to the divine timing. Surrender to the plan. Release. Let's look at what it says for release, although I'm fairly sure you know what that's going to say, right? When you receive this card, it's time to let go and surrender. Let go of the situation, people, and objects that do not serve you. Let go of the old, outmoded, shed the old, right? The old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is the time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you're holding on to the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. Begin to clear your home and living environment of clutter. If you don't love it, use it. It's probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. Get ready for the new. You must relieve the old. And so, release the old, I think it's it. And so that just is a little reminder that in order to change the energy around us, sometimes it's really a simple way to do it is to pick a corner, a drawer, a closet, and just go through it and start moving stuff out, because the physical movement of releasing things actually helps shift the energy around you. And so, okay. And so, your guidance for the new moon is coming in. You have nothing will come of this situation. That is why you need to let go, because a fiery climax approaches. It is time to surrender to the divine, to release what is not working, to let go so you can allow something new to come in. I feel like they pulled out the hammer and they're hitting you over the head, Scorpio. Okay. So I think we'll let that go. It is 24:30. I am moving on to 24:30. We will move on to the fire signs. So, fire signs. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I just feel so clear-headed. So, you currently have Venus in the sign of Aries. And Venus says, I know what I want, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. And it's kind of that energy of feeling really clear-headed, very clear about what it is you want. Not always well-received, but always very clear. Okay, so let's take a look at what the overall energy for the week is for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Overall energy. There you are, fire signs showing up for yourself. We've got strength. Oh, okay. And the Three of Swords. So you need the strength. So something has been very... So this is the I know what I want, and I'm not settling for what doesn't work. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt to let go of what's not working for you. But this card says that you can overcome any difficulty and you will come out on top and you will be victorious. This looks like a tough week for you. But this is you stepping up into your power. You feel so clear-headed. Okay. Let's just see what we have here. You have trust your vibes. Thank you, angels. I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. And here you are, your inner voice, which is your guidance. So, Aries, listen to yourself. You know what it is. You know. And you know what? You don't need proof. You still know. Okay? I remember a situation not too long ago where I was like, this, and this is happening. And everybody said, you can't prove that that's happening. You don't know that's happening. I'm like, I do know it's happening. I don't need proof. And then in the end, it turned out I was absolutely 100% right. And so that's what happened. So again, you don't have to harvest and sow that wanted to stick to my hand. But look at this. Trust in your power. And you have a rare opportunity here. You have a rare opportunity to walk away from a situation that is not working. Listen to your intuition. Step into your superpower. You can make this happen. You can create for yourself what you want. It's a rare opportunity. You know, when I look at this Three of Swords, I think, you're thinking to yourself, wow, this doesn't feel like a rare opportunity. This feels like pain. And where's the opportunity in that? And when you can find the gift in the heartache, in the situation that's not working, where it seems like nothing's going your way, when you can figure out how to do that, you are on your path. So you're being asked to seek the pleasure. You're being asked to seek the pleasure. I don't really, all it says is to take, I actually don't need to look at this one. I know what this one says. It says to take a look around you and see what you see. Savor your life in every part. Take pleasure in slowing down and experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale the senses. You know, allow your life to be less about being productive and more about enjoying each moment. And so slow down. Mercury in retrograde is going to help you, encourage you to do that. So find the joy, find the pleasure. Trust that what's happening right now was supposed to happen. And trust that what you think you're supposed to do next is correct. If you're listening to your inner guidance, if you're listening to that gut feeling, then you're right, and you know. So, your dreams need a practical plan, and a personal issue reaches conclusion. And here it is. The personal issue is reaching conclusion, Aries. Whatever this is that's upsetting you and breaking your heart a little bit, it is a personal nature. When I see someone crying anyways, it's not about business. But look at this. Your dreams need a practical plan. And so you've got a dream, you've got a goal, you've got a plan. And remember, right now, through the month of Pisces, because Saturn's going to move out of Capricorn right around the time of the equinox, just a couple days after we get into Aries. Be very clear on what it is that you want to do and what you want to accomplish, because this is the energy right now of making those choices and making those decisions. And so right now, this heartache that you're walking away from, this is the clearing that needs to happen. This is the release. This is the surrender that opens you up to what is laying ahead for you. That is this rare opportunity, this great opportunity to create something. You have harvest and sow, right? So the seeds that you plant right now are the ones that you will harvest later. And when the way it's written, though, harvest and sow, it's like an end, a conclusion. It's the end of a situation, and then plant the seeds for the next one. So you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to be willing to release it in order to move to the next steps. Okay, Leo, what's going on with you? What's going on with Leo for this week? It's a big week, and I feel like these cards are really big, but so much happening this week for you. So much happening. You have leap of faith. I am ready to take a leap. Thank you for doing this with me, angels. That's your gratitude, is knowing that while you are stepping away from this heartache into your superpower of being you, this risk, this feeling like it feels like the fool moment, right? The stepping off. Look, you have a fertile new role. So this leap of faith, this direction that you're going in, it is absolutely going to turn out to have a lot of opportunities for you. You're going to have to be willing to look for them and work on them. Nothing's going to come easy this year. But the effort that you put into something this year will pay off. So whether you're working hard or hardly working, you will reap what you sow this year. I can tell you that. Look at this. You're not a survivor. You're a thriver. And so you may not have listened earlier, so I'm just going to real quick get into this one. That one already came out once today. ST. Yes, I'm dyslexic. I have to do the alphabet in my head. That's how I survive. Okay, if you draw this card, you are a survivor, and not only do you survive, but you use the situations that others might find challenging to thrive. The situations that others might find challenging to thrive. This may be the time to adapt to your circumstances, to take that leap of faith, right? Rather than to overcome them, you may have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong. You are strong. The Strength card, this is you. Others may find shelter in your energy right now. That's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This is about you having the courage to step into your superpower of you. And you know how to do this. Leo, you absolutely know how to do this. It is an 8, and you can do it. And there you are, showing up for yourself yet again. Yet again. Confidence is the key to your success. So, being willing to take that chance is having the confidence to take that leap of faith. That's the key to success. Being willing to take on this fertile new role. Being willing to believe in yourself and know that you are not just a survivor, you are a thriver. This is you being you at your superpower best, and that's how you move through this energy. So that's pretty exciting. All right, let's look at what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the week of February 17th through the 23rd. Through all the moon messing around with all the planets that are going on over there in Capricorn. Tick, tick, tick through the middle of the week where it's going to be a little tough. Mercury's in retrograde. We have a new moon on Sunday. And we are moving into the season of Pisces, which for you is not that comfortable, right? It's not. That's at a square with you. Could be energies around your home that are really being affected by this. Wow, you got a ton. Shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to shine my light into the world. Oh, okay. All right, so this heartbreak for you could be because some of you have lost a loved one. Thank you, loved ones in high heaven, for drawing close at this time. Or it could be that you are missing someone, and this is a really great time to get in touch with them. Okay, so we have don't hate, meditate. And so having conversations with those that have passed on. There was a point in my life where my boyfriend died, and honestly, we had much better conversations after he died than we did for a while when he was alive. So, so have those conversations. Go ahead and talk to them, and we have connect with music. So, meditation, music can help you get into the meditation. Music can help you connect to a loved one. My brother was a big Bruce Springsteen fan, and when I hear a Bruce Springsteen song, I feel connected to him. And so, or actually when I hear Breakfast in America, but you know, those are the songs. And then we have this, count your blessings. Okay, so it looks like that maybe you're feeling a little down, a little disconnected. So I want you to consider spending some time in meditation, writing. It says gratitude list there, counting your blessings, but also journaling. Journaling is a great way to meditate. If you struggle with meditation, it's a great way to connect with your higher self, to connect with your loved ones, and they will give you the information that you need. And Uriel comes with your information from your higher self, from your past lives. And so this is an opportunity to tap into the information and the knowledge from your past lives. In Sagittarius, you do that innately. Maybe you don't even recognize how often you do that. And so this is an opportunity to really focus on bringing in forward that information from your past lives to help you to make your decisions, because you have move and adapt. And so I feel like there's some decisions that need to be made, a time of letting go of something, or I feel like this is for you more about remembering a loved one and feeling a little lost. Like, I wish I could talk to my mom about this right now, or I wish I could talk to my brother, or, you know, whoever it was. And you know, so you can do it through writing. Sit down and write them a letter. Talk out loud. And you will be surprised what you hear. And Sagittarius, you often hear things and don't discount it. Sagittarius is less likely to discount what they're hearing than others. So if you're feeling a little lost, you know, make some time for yourself to spend time alone so you can meditate. Yes. Okay. So you have standstill and you have release. Okay. So standstill and release. So let's see what they have to say for themselves here. I'm going to go to standstill first because I feel like that's about meditation, but I could be totally wrong. If it feels that some area of your life has slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing, even if it seems like things are flowing. Look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. So that, coming with the release card here, tells me that you have control, more control over this as you want. And if something's not moving, being willing to move the energy around you. And if you can't release a situation, you could start releasing some things in your life, you know, clear out a closet or whatever, it gets it going. There are no weeds. There are no weeds. Or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out, noticing that it isn't working in your life, and then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers of nature. Okay, so if you are feeling really stuck and you need to release and you're trying to figure out how to and you can't let go, maybe you can't let go of sadness. And so, you know, writing a love letter to your passed on loved one might be a way to do it. Don't feel like you are obligated to what you think it was that their plans for you were. You are your own person. Somebody needed to hear that. Take a look at what's good and what's working in your life and try to clear away some of the debris that's not working for you. And so this connect with music too. That's a great way to lift your mood when you're feeling down, is to find some happy music and play with it. And look, you showed up for yourself. You have luck is on your side. So this new moon is definitely on your side, and take time to breathe. So again, don't hate, meditate, and take time to breathe. You are really being asked to carve out some time for yourself, some time to just meditate. So meditation, Okay, so if you're mourning a lost loved one or a situation, it could be a situation. So maybe you were forced to move and you miss all your friends or something like that. Or you lost a job and you feel like, I can't believe that happened, or whatever, right? When you loss and anxiety comes from focusing on things that either have already happened and there's nothing you can do about it, or focusing on your fear of what's next. But what's next hasn't happened yet, and since you co-create with spirit, your experience, focusing on the negative actually helps attract in the energies to make that happen. Because maybe you're like, I don't know what I'll do if that happens. Well, then spirit goes, oh, well, let's give you that situation and you can see what you will do. So the great thing about meditation is it's not in the past and it's not in the future. It's in the now moment. It's just focusing on your breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and being right where you are, right in that moment. And even if you can only do it for 2 seconds because you got a lot going on, just take a moment just to let go of the anxiety and just focus on your breath. Just for a minute here, a minute there. Start to find your center. The more you can be in the now moment, the less anxiety you'll feel. The more you can be where you are right now, the less you have to worry about what you're missing from the past. So I really think that Spirit's encouraging you to really practice on being right where you are right now, because that seems to be where you need to be. All right, Sagittarius? Okay. We are going to move on to the Earth signs. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, February 17th through the 23rd. Mercury is now in retrograde. The Sun moves into Pisces on the 18th. We have a new moon in Pisces happening on the 23rd. Great new moon to plant your seeds of intention for what it is you want to create and set the foundation for in place this year. That is going to be the structure that you build on for the next 10 years. Okay. Wow. Overall energy, I don't like that. You have a lot going on. Okay. All right. This is good. Okay. So, you have the Five of Wands. This is a lot of people, things, situations, work maybe. Your kids need to be here, there, everywhere. This is just the energy of the week, okay? So, it is like you are being pulled in many directions at the same time, and you feel like you've got things coming at you from every which way, and it just looks like this is a week of struggle, which doesn't surprise me, especially because all that energy is going on in Capricorn. We've got that moon is going to be in conjunction with the south node of Pluto, which encourages you to let something go. It's going to come into conjunction with Mars, which says get out there and do frickin' something or the other, make a move, do something. It's going to come into conjunction with Pluto, which says you need to release something, let something go in order to transform your life. It's going to, back before the south node, it came into conjunction, I think, with Jupiter, which is like, you can expand. Well, not maybe, so you want to like do something, but it's like, where do I get something going? And then finally it completes with a conjunction with Saturn, which is all about where are the boundaries, where are the structures, what are the rules. That's just Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, so there's that energy. So yes, you're going to feel like you're up against it. That is a trine energy for Taurus. That is a trine energy for for Virgo, but that is an exact energy for Capricorn. So tough week ahead. So I asked, what should you guys do? And we have the sun. We have the sun here. The sun is, you just stride forward with confidence. The sun is being willing to transform, because there's a butterfly on this particular one. So be willing to step into your superpower of being you, move forward with confidence, create the transformations that you need to, do what you need to do to overcome this battling stuff, and just have the confidence. The sun represents the confidence, the masculine yin and yang energy of striding forward in life and taking charge. And so I think that is the key this week is, yes, you are going to have to move. You are going to have to do something. You are going to be up against some crap. Take charge, step into your authority, step into your confidence. Work in it from the center of yourself and know that you can accomplish this. And so, your guidance, Taurus, you have a new beginning. You have a new beginning. You have a new beginning. You have shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. This is that inner light of you. This is your soul. This is a soul's journey. This is your, you're stepping into what you came here to do. Your Akashic records are being opened, and the information that you came in this, a new beginning. It says, thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Opening up the doors to change. Change is never easy, right? Change requires, it requires energy. Energy in order to create energy out. It's not going to just happen. Although I have to tell you, it's happening whether you want it to or not. I don't think you can do anything about it. Okay, so, wow. And if you want to know what you should be doing and how you should be handling this, besides with confidence, you have returned to the sacred and spiritual contact. So, listening to your higher self, the inner light within. What do you feel? What do you think? What do you know in your heart of hearts? Following your intuition and striding forward with confidence. You know, I almost feel, okay, fake it till you make it. I just heard, okay, so maybe you're not feeling very confident. Like, you know what? Fake it till you make it. Listen to what you're hearing inside, in your heart of hearts. You know what to do. Just go do it. Stride forward with confidence, and things will fall into place because you have trust. Of course you have trust. Solitude and embracing. Okay, and I will read this embracing one. I'm not going to worry about reading the other two because I already know pretty much what they're going to say. Solitude. This is a time. This contact with spirit. This return to the sacred. This is a time for, you know, and the inner light shining. Okay, I see the Hermit card in my head is what I see. And so this is you shining a light into the dark recesses of yourself to get to know yourself and to believe and trust in yourself and what it is you're thinking, and this trust that there is a divine plan. There's a divine order to things. And I want to show you something that's really interesting to me. They both have this little boat. This guy's sitting in the boat, right? That's out there alone on the water. Trust. But look, out here he looks like, you know, it looks like a storm going on, right? I'm out here out alone, but then you're coming into shore. And look, it's paradise, okay? And this is a full moon happening here, which is interesting to me because that's a conclusion, that's an end of something. But this right here, this is a waxing moon. Trust that there is a new beginning that's coming, that you are going to, if you embrace this opportunity, I believe that you will feel later, not this week, later, like, yeah, okay, this is actually working for me. So, the embracing says, sometimes life overflows with emotions which can feel uncomfortable. However, the ensuing result of this discomfort can be of great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. You could get this card when emotions are seemingly overflowing or not flowing at all. Cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky, for your inner floodplains are being replenished. As a result, this will be a great spiritual and physical expansion. Embrace all of your emotions. When you do so, greater prosperity and fertility will flow into your life. Alternately, if your emotions have been blocked, this is the time to explore and experience them. So for each of you, that will be different to some degree or the other. Although knowing most Tauruses, you've probably been trying to tamp down your emotions. But maybe this is the time where you get off by yourself and you really have that heart-to-heart with yourself about what you feel. And just trust that there is a divine plan here at play. There really is. So this new moon says it's a time to give rather than to take. And so some concessions are going to need to be made. So where was that? That was over here on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The moon in that position was about making concessions. And so, yes, this is going to be this. You have negotiating happening in the middle of the week, followed by concessions. And so there's going to be this need to be willing to, you know, give ground on some things and allow for. Taurus. Sometimes a Taurus, it's my way or the highway. And I know you're like, no, I give all the time. But if you really think about it, once you've made up your mind that you know what you're talking about, it's really hard to convince you otherwise. And I feel that this is a situation where you need to take a look and see where you can give some ground, where you can make some concessions, where you can allow to find another way through. Because I think you're up against a lot of different things, and so you can't fight all fronts at once. So giving ground on some areas will allow you to strengthen your position in others, right? It's moving your resources around of time, energy, money. Keeping in mind that your health is a resource. You know, if you're being really stretched thin and you're not taking care of yourself, you know, what can you do? You know, so take a little time for yourself. Get away. Go for a long drive. Lock the bathroom door and take a bubble bath. Create some space for yourself. Okay. Virgo. What's up with you, Virgo? What is this battle about where you need to step into your superpower of being you and create a transformation in your life? Okay, Virgo. Gratitude. Where do you need to express the gratitude? Where's the help coming to you? Spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. So in your case, you might just have so much going on because you are building something, but you just have a lot going on at work. Like work, and then, you know, I got this work thing going on. And Virgo rules the house of work-life balance. And so you might just feel like this week with everything going on and all this activity that you are just super busy. Super busy. Look at this. Happiness is at hand, and be a spiritual warrior. Okay, so the message here is that happiness is not something that is found outside of you. It's something that's found within you. So when you find that calm, that peace, that little piece of sanctuary within inside of yourself at the center of you, when you stay centered and balanced at the core of you, then while all this crap is going on around you, it doesn't matter. Your sun is shining. That's the happiness that is at hand, is that inner peace, that inner balance, that inner knowing that it's okay. All this crap is going on, but it's just stuff. It's just noise. Inside of me, I'm at peace. And if you can find the peace and the happiness inside of you, that's something no one can touch. No one can take that from you. No one gets that from you unless you give it to them. So don't let everyone ever have that kind of power. You be your superpower. Is there anyone what's going on there? So look at this. You have illumination. You have spiritual abundance and illumination. I feel like you are going to get a download this week. Whether you know it or not, whether you feel it or not, there is information coming to you. You are going to hear something. You're going to know something. You have fulfillment. These are beautiful. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Virgo. Not bad. Not a bad week for you. It just looks busy. It looks busy, busy, busy. Okay, fulfillment. Fulfillment is at hand, no matter, happiness is at hand, fulfillment is at hand. No matter what is occurring in your life, put your attention on what is splendid, pleasurable, luscious. Find the bliss in the moment. Love fully, deeply, without hesitation. Cherish your friendships. Fill up your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight. Let go of the things that don't empower you, that drag your energy down. You no longer need to put the needs of others ahead of your own. And if you've had any health issues, then this is a sign that there will be a return to greater health. And this illumination, I know this has got totally to do with you getting in touch with your spiritual side and finding that happiness within. So the upward spiraling mist rising in the mountains suggests that those in the realms of the spirit, your spirit protectors, ancestors, and guardians are close at hand, assisting you on your upward journey of illumination. They are protecting and supporting you. Your spiritual life is expanding by leaps and bounds. Even if you can't see what's ahead, spirit is close at hand. If you draw this card, trust your heart and know what you feel more than what you see, and what you think, you will be guided in a wondrous direction. So trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see. I don't know what I said. Pretty sure I didn't say that. I'm dyslexic. Things happen. Okay, so let's see what this full moon has for you. I mean, this new moon in Pisces has in store for you. Nothing will come of the situation. What does that mean? Okay. So, it says nothing will come of the situation. That's because your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, you can be all happy and carefree and everything, but you need a practical plan, and the energy is gaining momentum, which is that warning. Again, that information, that guidance, that what you decide that you want to create for yourself right now for the rest of the year is really important, that you're laying the foundations. So, it looks like this new moon, plant your seeds of intention, because your plan, your goals, your dreams, what you want, it needs a practical plan. So, it starts with the intention of what you want, starts with a little bit of a roadmap. You only need to know the first couple of steps. Your spiritual guidance is coming in. I believe they will lead you and guide you along the way. I guess I could take all these cards. I guess that would be okay. So, allow that to happen. So make a plan. With this new moon, make a plan. Write it down what it is you want to create, that you want to work on this year. That will set you up for success over the course of the next 10 to 12 years, because I feel like this cycle is definitely not the new moon cycle, but the cycle of this year. And this year feels like it's playing out in some very distinct seasonal changing things. And right now, these first 3 months are definitely about getting very clear on what it is you want. All right, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, you're going to be in for a rough week. Buckle up. I say this as a Capricorn rising. I think we're all just going to be more entertained than we want to be by the time the week is over. But here's the good news. It's our superpower, overcoming obstacles. We can do this. Okay, so studying and learning, live your joy, and honor your beauty. Okay, so these challenges this week, this feels like work-life balance stuff. So studying and learning. So what is it that you want to do? What are you trying to create? Because this year, with all this energy in Capricorn, it becomes very important that you focus on what it is that you want. So what do you want to learn? It says live your joy and honor your beauty. This is your inner and outer beauty. So this is you staying in your core of you and letting your light shine out, stepping out with confidence and letting your light shine. Live your joy. Okay, if you are trying to figure out like what you're going to do next, they're like, follow your passion. Okay, yes. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What interests you? What are you curious about? What are you doing when you should be doing something else? So for me, when I was studying nutrition, I really would rather do tarot cards and study astrology. And sometimes I was like, I really wish that's what I was supposed to be doing. Well, guess what? I think it is. So there's that. So following your passion. Okay, so you have applying past lessons and studying and learning. So the studying and learning could be research, but it also could be, what have you learned from the mistakes of your past that will help you to avoid making, having to learn some. When we have a lesson to learn, Spirit will provide us with many opportunities until we get it. So the studying and learning could be that you're in a situation that requires you to remember, what have you learned so far about this, and try to integrate the lesson so that you can move past this lesson and get to the next one. And then we have sexual energy, and we have this honor your beauty. And so for me, I wonder if this doesn't go with the studying and learning. I want to put a warning out there. It is Valentine's this week. Well, we just had Valentine's. Don't. Let's see how I want to put this. In matters of sexual relationships with people, apply your lessons, right? So don't allow yourself to be used. That's not saying don't have sex ever. This is like, make sure it's mutual. That feels very important here. Honor your beauty. Don't be taken advantage of. Okay? We have security. Interesting. Really interesting. All right. Security. This year is about laying that foundation. It's a 4-year for security. That's the same thing. So I feel like this year is really, there's going to be a lot of focus on that for you. That's fine, miss. Security. Here we go. You are safe and protected no matter what is occurring in your life. You are in safe hands. Those in the realm of the spirit are watching over you. You can relax and let go once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those you love, such as making sure everyone has their seatbelts on in the car, your insurance, or replacing the filter in your heating unit. Then let's go. Take a break. You can turn it all over to the Creator. So you are safe and protected this week. I think some of you are getting a new relationship, and it might, and that's great, and congratulations. I just want to make sure that you are not, don't sell yourself short. As I used to tell my kids, don't sex too soon. Right? Make sure that it's a real relationship. Unless you're on Tinder for that reason, well then, hey, have some fun, protect yourself. Okay, so we have prosperity lies ahead. That new moon, what you plant, the seeds of intention with this new moon in Pisces is important. You have prosperity lies ahead. So this is the part where studying and learning could also be important for you, Capricorn. What do you need to know in order to, get to where you want to go? Applying past lessons may have to do with career, and decisions that you're making there and goals that you have. So paying attention to that. All right. We are going to move on to the air signs. Air signs. 1, 0, 3, 3. Okay. So fire signs are Aries. No, we're doing air signs. Air signs. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change that because they'll come on and they'll be like, "What did she just say? I thought this was supposed to be air." Okay, so let me change that because that's just not gonna be cool. All right, air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And Aquarius, any of you that are having your birthday here on the 17th, and I actually know someone, happy birthday to you. And some of you may be Aquariuses that are born on the 18th, but this year the 18th is actually a Pisces sign. But you may have been born at a time when that makes you an Aquarius. So that's cool too. And if that's the case, being that close, it might not hurt to check out the Pisces reading. All right, so overall energy for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay. Three of Swords, never a good start. But we have the Six of Coins, which is about finding balance. We have the Two of Coins, which is also about balance. So finding balance with this emotional situation, but this beautiful King of Coins here, which is about sowing seeds and manifesting. And if you notice, he has both of his arms out, she has both of her arms out, he has both of her arms out. Again, it's still balance. It's like it's balancing the energy you're putting into what you're getting out, right? So when you're waiting tables, the energy that you put into doing the job usually will result in how much. So a good waiter can make good money, right? A poor waiter will not. So it's that balance. This balance of, are you giving and receiving in equal balance? And something feels like balance, 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 and then we've got this Three of Swords here, which makes me wonder if things have gotten a little out of balance and it has created some heartache for you. So let's start with Gemini. You sad because things are out of balance, or because things got out of balance, you're sad? All right, so you have, dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to be more spiritually aware. I feel like calling on your angels and guides in this time of difficulty would be good for you. And look at this, you have unconditional love. And I want you to love yourself unconditionally. I also want you to love others unconditionally. In this balance here, this give and this take here, it feels like it could be about that. Unconditional love. It starts with forgiving yourself for not knowing what you think you should have known that you didn't know. So, okay, you're human. So when you can forgive yourself, you will find that it's much easier to forgive other people. If you are blaming other people for everything that's going wrong in your life, then you haven't gotten to that part yet where you're taking responsibility. So you need to take responsibility for your part in things, and then you forgive yourself. And when you do that, it becomes easier to forgive others. Okay, that one wants to come too. So you have keep things simple and follow your passion. So what is it that you want to do? Where do you want to plant your seeds of intention? With this full moon, with this new moon that's coming up, with the situation that feels out of balance, seeds of intention, how are you going to bring things back into balance? This looks like, it might just be a matter of resolving an issue by bringing more, have you been giving more than you're taking? Are you taking more than you're giving? Emotionally, financially, physically, oh gosh, are you giving too much at work and not receiving enough? What is it that's causing the drama? But when I see this card, this for an air sign to cry, it had to be pretty bad. So we have Voyage. This beautiful card. Those are whales, and whales are about past life guidance and information. It's a voyage of the soul. But let's just see what the book says, because new cards for me. All right, so the humpback whale. Get ready. You're about to embark on a journey. It might be an inner sojourn or an outer voyage to a distant land. It might be a project or an idea that is coming to life, but most certainly you are the intrepid traveler sailing forth into the unknown. Where do you want to go? What have you always wanted to be? This is the time to make it happen. Get prepared. Have a clear vision of what you want to experience, but also be prepared for the unexpected. This is part of the exhilaration of being a traveler. Remember to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. Wow. So, I almost feel like the sadness is like a thing of the past, and you're at the part where you're trying to put the balance back into your life. And so where do you want to plant your seeds of intention for where you're going forward? Follow your passion, keep things simple. But the key to success here seems to really feel like it's this unconditional love, this ability to forgive yourself and others for being human, so that you can move on. Let something go. Let it be in the past where it needs to be, and keep yourself in the present and focused on putting balance back into your life so that you can go from the 2 to the 6 to the King of Pentacles. There's a real progression there, right? There's a real progression there. In fact, you know, it might be backwards, but it's hard for me to tell. Yeah, that would be backwards. Let's do it this way. Okay, so it's like the heartaches in the past, and you are moving forward. So you're finding the balance, you're getting better at finding the balance, and now through balance, you can create and manifest what you want. So what do you want, right? So try to keep it simple. Focus on what the next steps are. There's a lot of trust that goes into this. And you need to release something. It says, what do you need to release? So with this new moon, it says, what do you need to release? And so I feel for you that it's the disappointment, it's the anger, it's the resentment, it's the sadness of whatever the situation is. And if you can throw unconditional love on the situation, Gemini, if you can do that, then you have this beautiful progression ahead of you, this beautiful voyage of your life, this next stage, next phase that looks really fascinating and interesting. So allow yourself to do that by releasing, you know, over that surrender part, that you know, surrender to the divine, the what do you need to release to find the peace in your life, you know. And it seems like it's anger, bitterness, sadness, something, you know, pour unconditional love on it, which means I asked the soul to come and teach me this lesson, and man, I learned it. But I'm not going to be mad at them for doing what I asked them to do, for fulfilling their end of the soul contract, the part where we said we were going to come here and teach each other these lessons, right? So, okay. All right. Libra. So Libra, lots of balancing act going on here. So again, we've got this 3 of Swords, the sadness, and then this progression of the 2, 6, and then to the King of Pentacles. This keeping things in balance to earn our way forward, to grow, to plant the seeds of intention in order to manifest what we most desire. And for you, okay, yeah, so it's about healthy choices. And that's a balanced lifestyle. See how she's all balancing like that yoga position? But again, it's balance. It says, so thank you for guiding me to make healthy decisions. So Libra, are you focusing on your health? Are you doing the things that you need to do to bring your life into balance? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you not working too much? Are you not smoking too much? Not drinking too much? What do you need to give up? Are you taking time to go out and walk on a regular basis? You have applied past lessons, which tells me that whatever this health condition is they're talking about, this is not new. You know exactly what it is. So it's not like, oh gosh, I wonder what it is. You know what I'm talking about. You absolutely know what I'm talking about. And it's created some difficulties in the past. And there is a progression and need to find your balance bit by bit by bit in order to get to the part where you're ultimately in charge of your life and well balanced. And so how are you doing that? And so this week, there seems to be a real need to focus on that. And I think that's going to be because of that new moon. Setting your intentions for what it is that you are going to do for yourself moving forward here. And wow, look at this. So many cards. You have purity, focus, and potential. Wow. King of Pentacles, that is about being focused and potential, right? Planting seeds, that's focus and potential. Let's just see what this purity card has to say. I feel like this is about your health. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through. Everything that encounters you are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know what is best is the best is yet to come. The past does not need to equal the future, right? So applying the lessons from the past will allow things to move forward in the future. Your future can be and will be shining and sparkly and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Reoccurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Okay, there is some kind of a health thing. There's a health practice that you need to release, to address. And if you focus on it, there is the potential here to really allow yourself to move forward. This feels like the key. All right, let's see what this new moon is going to bring. What should you be focusing on while you're planting your seeds of intention? Work through your fears. Okay, so if you have a health issue and you're not going to see your doctor because you don't want to, you're afraid of what the doctor's going to say, that's exactly what you should be going, okay? If there's a relationship situation that doesn't feel like really, this feels like health. It could be about money, though, because we have a lot of money cards here. So, healthy choices. Are you on a financial diet? Are you paying attention to where you're spending your money and building, you know, your portfolio, your bank account? You know, are you paying down the debt? Are you moving forward? So applying lessons from the past on that so that you don't end up, so say you had a bad financial situation at some point, and now it's time to kind of take a look at, well, what did you learn from that, and apply those lessons, okay? So healthy choices could be healthy financial. It feels very much like physical health, though, to me, for the majority of you, okay? All right. And now, Aquarius. What is going on with Aquarius? You have spiritual abundance. So, something that's been difficult, some kind of a heartbreak, and this is you finding your balance. And spiritual abundance is, thank you, angels, for blessing me with true infinite abundance. And the King of Pentacles is abundance in all forms. It is, you've got the spirit coming in from the hawk there. You've got the children in the background, which means family and love. You've got the corn, which definitely represents financial prosperity. All right. So you have static conditions. Somebody else had that. Oh, Taurus did. So, which is also a King of Pentacles. So if you have Taurus strong in your chart, this could be about you. We have balanced the emotions, all this balancing energy here, and ancient teachings, which is the spiritual abundance. This is you stepping into your, getting in touch with your higher self to figure out what it is that, what the lessons are, the guidances to move forward, to bring the balance in. Balancing the emotions when I have that static card there. Aquarius isn't known for having big emotional breakdowns, and so I am going to guess that if you are blocking things, if you're keeping it all bottled up, then you need an outlet, a really good outlet that doesn't make you feel like you're falling apart and crying, which is this air sign with this Three of Swords here. It feels very hard. So I want to say maybe journaling and getting the stuff out. Oh, look at this. You have a lot of cards. You have power, potential, and voyage. Okay, so this voyage here is that you're on a spiritual voyage, that you are moving forward in a very large way. Things are definitely changing. We have potential, which, you know, this voyage has the potential of taking you someplace. And then we have power, and we're going to read what power says, because I really don't want to read all of them. This power one is interesting. OP power. This is your time. This is the time to claim your power and step into the potential. Here we go. Potential, right? This doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be without fear. You might be uncertain, but do it anyways. Be courageous. Let the world hear your voice. Take a stand. Stand up for yourself and for others. Share your passion. Teach from the heart, right? And your words will have great meaning. Okay, so definitely if you are stressed out and you need to balance your emotions, write and your words will have meaning is what it says. Your words will have great meaning. Hold your body as if you are incredibly valiant, noble, and brave. After all, you are. Okay. It didn't go through a list of speak and your words will have great power, whatever. It said write. So I really can't stress enough how important it feels to me that you are journaling your emotions to balance them out. Sit down and write it out. That is such a great way to be in contact with spirit. It's also a really great way to open up that bottleneck of I don't want everyone to see what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. I don't want to be hurt. And if you can do that by putting it on paper, nobody sees it but you. And if you really don't want anyone to see, you can always burn it and turn it over to spirit and release it that way. And so this new moon in Pisces is promising you that you and your loved ones are safe. So whatever the situation is, as you're moving forward, there's great potential and there's power to do this, to take this voyage, and you are safe and you are protected on this journey. So that is really, really nice. Okay, so there we go. Wrapping up for the week. That was a lot. That was a very long one. There was a lot going on there. All right, so you guys take care of yourselves. I will see you back here next week to check out what's going on with the moon. And in the meantime, you take care of yourselves. It is going to be a tough week, but we can get through this. It's only 1 week, right? All right, take care.